Our first reconstruction this month is one of those cases that seems to unite people in grief. Caroline Glachan was the typical girl next door, typical that is for a 14-year-old in Bonhill, just north of Glasgow. That meant on a Saturday night in the summer holidays, sometimes staying out until the early hours. But on the night of Saturday, the 24th of August, something went dreadfully wrong.
Cecilia, you're breaking my heart. You're shaking my confidence daily. Oh, Cecilia.
Caroline was 14 and she thought she was quite grown up, but she still had a lot of childlike ways. The other side, she was the teenager with the clothes and music and the makeup.
Back to bed, someone's taking my place. Cecilia, you're breaking my...
She was an affectionate child. She always kissed and cuddled before she went to bed, before she went out. She never failed. She even did it with her grandparents. Caroline, she was unique. She was unique to me.
Victor? Victor? Victor?
Caroline's hometown, Bonhill, is separated from Renton by the river Leven that flows on to Dumbarton. On Saturday, August the 24th, Caroline spent the afternoon visiting friends on both sides of the Leven, and shortly after 9 that evening she took her normal route home along the river.
Mum!
Are you wearing my earrings again?
I'm just borrowing them, honey.
Honey, me. You know you're not allowed to take things without asking.
You never wear them anyway.
Caroline's mother was going out that evening, heading off with her fiancé to celebrate her 40th birthday.
Mind your time.
Aye.
No, listen to me. You mind your time, lady. I don't want you staying out all night, do you hear me?
Aye. Is that my keys?
Aye.
Right. Have a nice time. Mwah. Enjoy your birthday dinner.
Aye. Bye.
Bye.
Caroline met up with one of her friends, and together they spent the next couple of hours drifting round and meeting pals. At 10 to midnight, they left a friend's flat and started walking once again.
Caroline was one of my closest friends. She made me laugh, and that evening we were just going to visit some friends.
Do you want to stay at my house tonight? Mum's away out. It's their birthday.
Aye, whatever.
Right, well, I'm going to see my pals. Do you want to come with me?
No, I just want to stay and watch a video.
Right, you take the keys. I'll just go myself. Hey, yous, come here. Hey, yous, come here.
This is a few hundred yards away at about the same time. Who was on that scrambler bike? He's an important witness because he was on the towpath that Caroline was heading for.
You can watch a video when I get back.
What videos have you got?
There's hundreds of them. Just keep Joanne company. I'll be back about 2. Right, will we do that, Watty? Right, my way, see you later. See you later.
So, not keen on watching the video, Caroline now took to the towpath across town to find her other friends. This taxi had just picked up a shift worker from a warehouse beside the river.
I know her. Wonder what she's doing down here at this time of the night.
The man was about 20 to 25 years old, about 5'4" to 5'6", average build. He had sideburns, sharp features and was clean shaven. The jacket seemed to be a green colour and the hood had a light lining.
Caroline was due back at 2 o'clock, but I was that tired I just fell asleep before she was due in.
This man lives a couple of hundred yards from the river.
I was asleep and just heard these 2 screams, loud. I jumped out of my bed and I looked towards the waterside, there wasn't a soul or a movement. I went back to my bed and on and off, thinking what could have happened.
Caroline's body was in the water. She had been violently attacked and by now had been dead for some hours. She was 14.5 years old.
Dear Mrs. Glachan, it's very difficult to find the words right now, but I wanted to let you know how deeply sorry I am about Caroline. She was a very special wee girl and we were all very fond of her. She used to visit us regularly and would just sit for a chat. We always ended up laughing. She took a genuine interest in people and we got to know Caroline more than most because of her personality. I miss her terribly and will never forget her. Our prayers and thoughts are with you.
She was my life. She was everything. I always felt she was a gift. And it was, you'll not get any more special gift than what she was to me.
Obviously a very popular and much loved young girl. Jeanette Joyce, you have an artist impression, as we saw on the film, of a man seen following Caroline, but you also have a likeness of someone you'd like to come forward as well, haven't you?
Yes, tonight we're releasing an e-fit of a man who we believe regularly walks his dog in Dillyship Park in Old Bourne Hill. Now, we believe he's had some amount of contact, a small amount of contact with Caroline, and although he hasn't been seen for some months, we'd still like him to come forward so we can eliminate him from the inquiry. And he's described as 30-35 years of age, stocky built. He is tanned skinned, a ruddy complexion, has dark hair, a dark moustache and wears black clothing and including a black baseball cap.
Now, witness is obviously very important at that time of night. The Vale of Leven Academy is quite close to where she was attacked, isn't it?
Yes, the Vale of Leven Academy and the grounds of the academy overlook the part of the towpath where Caroline was attacked. Now, about midnight, we know that 2 people left the grounds of the academy. One is a female, and we would ask them to come forward. If they're listening to this programme tonight and recognise themselves, please telephone us now.
Could there be many other people on the towpath at that time of night?
Well, I believe because the towpath is so dark, Caroline's attacker knew the area and was comfortable there. I would appeal for fishermen who use the towpath, including poachers, to contact us without delay. And I would just send a message to the poachers: I'm not interested in why you were down there, but what you saw and what you heard could be vital to the inquiry. And I would really remind the public in general that we're approaching Christmas, and Caroline's mum and dad have lost a much loved daughter, in fact their only child.
Jeanette Joyce, thank you very much. We're all with you on that. There is also a substantial reward in this case as well. Here is the number 0500 600 600. There are BBC researchers here along with the detectives. That's 0500 600 600. And there are more investigating officers waiting now in Dumbarton. The number there, if you prefer to call, is 01389 822 000. That's Dumbarton 822 000.